So after 17 years, I have finally quit smoking. Man, let me tell you how hard it is. I tried so many times to quit, and I think I've kind of boiled down what it really is that affects your ability to quit smoking. It is 100% going to be your environment and what you supplement with. That's really what it comes down to. You can read as many books as you want. You can do as many things as you possibly can under the sun that everybody says will work. But what it really comes down to is environment and your supplement. So obviously supplementing, when I say supplement, I mean quitting cold turkey is hard, right? Really difficult. Not alone is the nicotine, but all the other chemicals that you've been sparking up, lighting, the oral fixation, right? There's a lot more that goes into this, what you see from the outside and think a simple addiction. There's a lot that goes into it, right? So supplementing nicotine is going to be a big thing. So whether that's with the vape pen, whether that's with the pouch, whether that's with a patch, you're probably going to have to supplement with some form of nicotine. And a big thing about that is not using it on a regular basis, right? So it's a supplement, not a replacement. So you're really only hitting the vape, or you're really only doing the patch when, you just really are craving and you really need it, or there's a stressful situation and you think you're about to break. Other than that, just try to avoid it altogether. Now, the other thing is environment. So if you're a heavy drinker and you're going out to the bar all the time and, you love to party it up or whatever, you're going to want to smoke more often. There's going to be people around you that are going to smoke. There's going to be just so many more opportunities for you to not only smoke, but to break as well, right? So anytime you go into a gas station, these are also environmental things to avoid, right? Try paying at the pump instead of going inside. Going inside generally means you're going to end up with a snack and some smokes, right? So at least that's how it was for me. So I learned to, let's pay at the pump until I can break this habit. Another thing is just think about how gross it really is, right? So every time somebody sparks up around you, anytime you spark up a cigarette, just really take a second to think about how nasty it is, right? Think about the negatives. Don't hit it and go, oh, so relaxing, right? And think about these positives and associate positive feelings with the action of smoking, right? So you want to think, man, this stinks. Man, I stink. Start becoming more self-aware of how you smell when you smoke and walk into a place. Start, tricking your mind and tricking your brain into believing, hey, smoking is not good, right? We smell bad. Whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, those are really the two things that made me quit. I just started thinking more of like, this is horrible for me and it stinks, right? Look at an ashtray every now and then and just look at all the cigarette butts in the ashtray and just think, hey, would I smoke that? Probably not. But hey, shocking news, you already did. You already smoked that. So it's just, kind of these mental tricks and these triggers that you want to either implement or avoid. But dude, if I can do it after 17 years, there's no reason that anyone else can't, honestly. And I think out of everything that I've ever done in life, smoking was the hardest thing to put down. It was a part of my daily life, driving, you name it. I was smoking, skating, smoking. So just stay strong. Eventually you'll get there. Know that if you have to quit 20 different times, that's okay. Don't be ashamed about it. A lot of people say, oh, I've heard that before, and it's like, right, but eventually it's gonna stick and it'll land. So, but yeah, there's my video. Just wanted to ramble on about my smoking, and hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I definitely ran it up on these kids, and yeah, have a good one. We'll talk to you guys Wednesday.